Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got some recommendations for what to read after reading Under the Whispering Door. Alright, so Under the Whispering Door is a very polarizing book, I think, with TJ Klune's work. It's either you really like it or you really just don't. So I figured I would give you some of my favorite books that revolved around ghosts that kind of have the same feel as Under the Whispering Door in like different aspects. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. So the first book I'd like to talk to you guys about is the Lana Harvey Reapers Inc. series. So this book focuses on Reapers and like the afterlife in general. So Lana Harvey is the main character. She is a Reaper, so she works for the Grim Reaper. She goes and rapes souls of the dead and brings them to the afterlife. And the afterlife is a cool conglomeration of all of the different pantheons, and they have this massive city where all of these ghosts can go to their different afterlives. And you have all the different gods from all of the different pantheons, and it's such a great book, and it's also got a really good mystery to it, and like the characters are so good and you will fall in love with them instantly. So next up I have the Whisper Hollow series. So this one follows Karis, who is a spirit shaman, so she can see spirits of the dead, she can help put them to rest, and 15 years ago she ran away from home and is now being brought back home because her grandmother passed away, or actually both of her grandparents passed away, and they left her their house in this very small town where she grew up. And this town is haunted. It's probably one of the most haunted places ever. The spirits don't stay in the afterlife. They go walking through town, and sometimes they can be a little not super nice. So it's Karis's job to start putting them to rest and like helping them with staying in the afterlife. And this one's got a really good romance in it, and in general it's got a really great urban fantasy feel to it. There's werewolves and ghosts and all sorts of really cool creatures. Like the ghosts in this are super intense and like they're not your average ghosts. Okay, so next up I have the Seance Tea Party. So this one kind of fits the tea aesthetic Under the Whispering Door has. It also has a spirit that is just looking for a friend and a girl that's also just looking for a friend. They grow together, they learn together, and it's about this ghost learning that she can move on to the next life in a safe and happy manner. And it's just really lovely, and I feel like this fits with Under the Whispering Door so well. And it's got that same kind of lovely kind of feeling to it, and I feel like this would be a great one to read after that. Next up I have Norse Code. So this is not your typical urban fantasy book. This one follows Kathy and a couple of other characters. We get alternating viewpoints, but Kathy is a Valkyrie, and it's her job to reap souls for Ragnarok, and somehow Ragnarok gets triggered sooner than anybody thought possible, and it's basically them trying to prevent the worst from happening, and I really love it. There's a little tagline on the back that says, "Is this Ragnarok or just California?" Like, if that doesn't make you want to read this, I don't know what will. This is a really great urban fantasy, and it's not your typical urban fantasy either. And then last but not least is one that you probably all expect me to recommend, and I'm going to recommend it anyway, and that is Taproot. How could I not? This is my favorite book, and Hugo and Wallace remind me so much of Blue and Hamal from Taproot. So Hamal is a gardener, and he can see ghosts and he can talk to them, and like the colors of this are just beautiful, and this whole book just reminds me so much of Under the Whispering Door, because this deals with ghosts and them not wanting to move on, or, you know, trying to just find their way to the afterlife. And this one deals with plant necromancy, and like it's some of the most beautiful illustrations that I've ever seen, and it fits so well. And if you haven't read it yet, please do, because I will keep recommending this until you guys read it. Alright, so those are all of the books that I have currently for recommendations to read after Under the Whispering Door. If you guys have any recommendations that you'd like to add, let me know down in the comments. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!